According to the Environmental Investigation Agency report, about 6 million rosewood trees have been cut down in Ghana for illegal export to China since 2012. Despite government's ban and further tightening other loopholes on the illegal trade and felling of the endangered species, the practice still goes on. The personalities fingered in the act are corrupt government officials and local authorities. The illegal felling of rosewood in the Upper West region could best be described as hide and seek. Here, the illegal loggers finds a district or an outlandish community to ply their trade. When their sins are being exposed, they could go on their quiet and move to another community to continue with their nefarious activities. Member of Parliament for the Wild West constituency, Superintendent retired Peter Tubu, whose constituency he claimed the practice is on the rise, is deeply worried to the marrow.
I got into the forest, I saw beautiful trees that were cut down, and I just began to see a desert that is moving faster downward than ever before. And I'm asking, if this is what we are going to leave for future generations, then we should be doing harm to the future than our grandfathers have done for us. The level of detection will tell you the level of spread. But until you see it, you may think that it's at a particular level, but it may be more than that or less than that. My interest is the fact that this is an illegality and it must stop.
The Wild West District Assembly in 2018 arrested these rosewoods that were illegal cut in some communities in the district and dumped at the Wichita police station. Wild West District Chief Executive Edward Labiru Sabo agreed hook, line and sinker with Superintendent Peter Tubu on the illegal practice. However, he said it is difficult to fight it because the people are not ready to devote information to enable the security arrest the perpetrators.
So I deployed the police and the military people to the scene. When they got there, they were not able to see anybody. They found out from the communities. They were not willing to show them the area that the people are actually doing the operations. They search around that area. They patrolled there about 2-3 days. They haven't heard anything. So the operation they are doing there, it is that they have stopped. They have run away. Even as a now, to identify the spot, those people that have been able to know the place, when you ask them to lead you there, they don't really want to go. They will only be sending information across, but when you contact the person that where is actually that area, it becomes a challenge.
Since the practice was done on the quiet and on the blind side of most of the people, the team therefore went on the prowl, driving from one district to the other, looking for communities where this illegal felling of the rosewood is taking place. When we bumped into these 10 pieces of rosewood dumped by the roadside at Paredabu, we knew we were about hitting our target. We managed to meander our way through the forest, which was fast depleting because of the activities of the illegal loggers, and on a bumpy, inaccessible route to get to the Kajiperi enclave. There we have our target. Hundreds of the tree species, about the size of 4-footer containers, were cut and arrested by the Dafima Bure Isa District Assembly. Some were recently cut, evidence that the practice has still not stopped. Assemblyman for Kajiperi North, Janity Morris, gave me an insight about how they were arrested.
When they come, they are foreigners. The communities they get to, they don't even know the communities. What they do is they engage indigents, give them subcontracts. They cut these rosewood, then they go to them and buy, carry them away. So what we've done for now is, last year, we started it last year. Then this year, what we are currently doing is, we will be able to talk to some of the people that are supporting these foreigners to do the cutting down of the trees. And they actually agree that it is not good enough for what they are doing. So we've had a resolution that if we get you with the rosewood, we are going to seize all. And that is partly one of the reasons why we have a lot here. They are rosewood. If we get you, we don't ask you where you get it from. Once it's within our district, we seize them and you don't get them.
He also spoke about the devastating effect.
We are very much worried because if you look at the entire DBI, it's predominantly a farming community. Now the Rosewood, if you look at where they cut them at places where the vegetation cover is encouraging. So when you remove the vegetation cover in the near future, it goes against the quantum of rainfall we get in a year.
In the outside world, rosewood is treated like pure gold. Whether it is in Beijing, London, or New York, it is used to make furniture for kings and queens. However, on the streets of the Upper West region, rosewood is treated as mere firewood, used to make local guitar, and the leaves used as food for animals. The activities of this rich, powerful cabal, sometimes aided by some security personnel and community leaders, is tearing the communities apart, as some of them are either for them or not. The result is disunity and packets of conflicts among community members. Dafiema Bure is a district chief executive, Nadi Moro Sanda, however, said the people in the district have risen above the rift and has put in stringent measures. The result is what they are reaping today.
Before I became a district chief executive, the problem was there. And when we came in, we decided that we would stop it. And so there was even a directive that those that they have failed, people should go in and harvest them. But the people didn't come. Because of the stringent measures we have put in place, people have refused to come and collect them. I think that is why. I quite remember we have made several arrests. We arrested people in our forests, and then we handed them over to the police. They dealt with them, and that was a punitive measure, I think deterrent enough to scare away people from coming to collect the rosewood that you saw in the bush.
The cruel reality, however, is that the people are unaware that they gain only little from the illegal cutting and sale of the special species God has given them, but are not unaware of a devastating effect on the environment and their lives. This rare species takes about 100 years for it to fully grow, but for persons who have unscrupulous minds or evil intentions, it takes them a split of a second for them to cut them into pieces like this. The rosewood are then carted out of the Upper West region, taken to the Far East, preferable to China, where they are used to make imperial furniture. Reporting for Joy News, Rafik Salam, Kajuperi.